Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for February 10th of 2025 is titled Auroral Hummingbird over Norway. So what do we see here? Well, here we see an image of the aurora. And we see it perhaps in the shape of a hummingbird. And you can see the beak of the hummingbird perhaps there off to the left, and the wings off to the top and to the right hand side. Now, of course, when we see patterns like this, it is really just a random pattern of lights within the sky. And we put some kind of form to it because our minds don't really like things that are random. They try to make some kind of coherent sense out of them and therefore give us a pattern. And once somebody sees the pattern, then it starts to make sense to other people. Now, the aurora itself is caused by charged particles from the sun. And when we get a very strong aurora like this one, it is usually a massive storm on the sun, sending out large numbers of charged particles that then strike the Earth. Now we have to remember that not all of those storms strike Earth. The sun can send things off in all directions, and only very direct hits toward Earth will give us these large storms like this. So when we look at one, we see those particles stream from the sun and travel along the Earth's magnetic field. Now that's because they're charged particles. They are electrically charged, and electrically charged particles don't like to cross magnetic field lines. So they will follow along the magnetic field. Many of them will be buffered away from Earth altogether, not even striking us. But those that do are funneled along the magnetic field down to where it comes into Earth's atmosphere. And that is near the north and south magnetic poles. So that's why we see these very far north or south. So we see lots of images of the aurora in areas like Scandinavia, as we see here in Norway. We also see them in Canada and Alaska. Places that are very far north often give the most prominent auroral displays. Now, when the storms are strong enough, the magnetic field can be deformed and then can be visible at much lower latitudes. So it really depends on how strong that storm is. But the most prominent displays are often much farther north. Now, the coloring has to do with where things form in the atmosphere. The green is caused by atoms of oxygen. So not the oxygen molecules that we breathe, but higher up in the Earth's atmosphere, oxygen, instead of being molecular oxygen, which is two atoms of oxygen bound together, is actually just single atoms of oxygen. And when that is excited, it gives off out the distinct green color. Now, if you go up even higher, that same oxygen can give off a red color. So we see those again, most of this due to oxygen in Earth's upper atmosphere. But we're going way up in the Earth's atmosphere. So this is well above most of the areas that, of course, we are used to, unless you're traveling out to space. So areas where aircraft fly and stuff are really much closer to the ground than the regions where the aurora will appear. So here we get to see an aurora recently in the shape of a hummingbird, as seen over Norway. So that was our picture of the day for February 10th of 2025. It was titled Auroral Hummingbird over Norway. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture, previewed to be Fly High. So we'll see what that is about tomorrow. And until then, have a great day, everyone. And I will see you in class.